and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A few moments ago, it was Desmond Trufant of the Falcons making their way out of the tunnel to the delight of this sold-out crowd as his guys get set to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Carolina Panthers Week 1 victory over Dallas. Now Cam Newton brings him onto the field to start this game against Dallas. Maybe not the prettiest performance, but good enough to get that hard-fought victory, CD.
Yeah, and, you know, for those who are wondering, how is Cam going to react to a new offensive coordinator, and would that change his game? I know it's only a single sample, but guess what? It looks a lot like what we've seen before. I think the offensive coordinator is meeting him halfway on expectations and how to run this offense and playing to his strengths. Threw for 161, but he also ran.
On second down, McCaffrey, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push.
And nothing but daylight ahead. 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. 64 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's Ryan to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones, 76 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. You know, the Panthers, that big Week 1 win against Dallas, now they run into a tough one in Week 2. They're at Atlanta. You got to remember, Atlanta is both angry after their Week 1 loss, and they're well-rested.
Yeah, after playing Thursday to 6, so it's almost a mini open week for them. Get a little bit of extra time, but they've got their own concerns trying to get their offense cranked up. I can't wait to see how this one turns out. And don't forget, Hurricane Florence hitting the East Coast. Well, that wreck preparations as well as Carolina tries to get ready.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this day, has got to be priority one.
And Olsen over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Still third down.
And they still need 6 yards here on third down after the penalty. A shotgun snap. Back right around the 48-yard line. Derek Shelby in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep is Justin Hardy. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. On second down, here's Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him, Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with...
Dante Jackson picks it, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he will continue.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 26 yards. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Gano out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. 2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Ryan. Couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Switching gears for a second, because you and I were talking earlier. We had some odd games in week 1. I don't think anything, though, takes the cake quite like that game in Miami. How about that lightning delay? Multiple lightning delays.
Yeah, when you open up the season in the state of Florida and it's not a dome,
good luck.
You've got a chance of this happening, right? It happened in Tampa a couple of seasons ago, maybe a couple of times if I remember correctly. This game wound up taking 7 hours and 8 minutes to finish when all was said and done. Normally we do a game in 3.5 or less. That's unbelievable. So great stamina for the fans, great stamina for the players. And how about our colleagues in the announce booth? Great stamina for them as well.
Indeed. Longest game in NFL history. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. Newton. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th. And the Falcons going to use another timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken in at the 22. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Falcons will be taking over, 1st and 10. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's airing it out for Sanu. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Mike Adams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. On 1st down, Newton. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the gun, Newton. On the catch, it's Jarius Wright. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 44 yards away. And Gano's kick is right through. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. On the return, here's Justin Hardy. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call.
Holding, receiving team.
Well, that holding call set him up with not great field
position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he's got room. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Being chased out left. And this is incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And it's 2nd down. Well, partner, of all the great things that we saw in week 1, unfortunately there was some bad. Quite a few injuries. And the toughest one, Delaney Walker with that knee injury. He's gone for the year.
Yeah, and that's really, really difficult for the Tennessee Titans to absorb because in a lot of ways, he's their #1 target. He may play tight end, but he was the security blanket for Marcus Mariota. He'll be gone for the year. Greg Olsen with the Carolina Panthers, he left the game in a walking boot, but an injury to the same foot that was surgically repaired.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He sets to fire deep. Well, big play there, Ryan to Jones. 45. Yeah, this offense struggling. They target him again.
Everyone is looking for the hot hand, and sometimes you just don't have it. Maybe it's just lukewarm. But you go to that guy and try and turn it hot. Try and get things going. Find a way to get everything kick-started. As you noted, he has their only touchdown, so he's had the most success in the game thus far.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Looking downfield for Jones. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
This offense was on the move, now 2 straight. Ryan will throw again. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Julius Peppers in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is going to be incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Panthers will get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. McCaffrey following the penalty. And able to break 1 tackle.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. On second down, Anderson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Yeah, the Falcons going to use another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Throwing on third down, Newton. Got him, and it's right. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on him. Now just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. They stay on the ground. He makes the stop. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Handoff comes to Anderson. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be fourth down now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And Gano's kick is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
For the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. Now Hardy on the return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Play-action throw deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Get up!
Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. And this one going to wrap up with Cam Newton going down to a knee. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.